Emerson later told police he was under emotional distress due to a friend's passing, had taken psychedelic mushrooms 2 days prior, and had been awake for more than 40 hours.
Do you know how much you have to go through to get, even as a pilot, to get from your car to the cockpit of a plane? Okay?
Yeah.
You got to go through a lot of stuff. He endangered 83 people, 84 including himself, but I feel like he didn't give a damn about himself at that point.
This is an Unsolicited Perspectives YouTube exclusive.
Jay, a couple of weeks ago on my show, I talked about a pilot from your neck of the woods, okay, that got caught being intoxicated before he was about to go fly the plane. And I was like, this is the movie Flight. This is real life Flight.
This is Flight. This Flight. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, wasn't there cocaine involved in Flight also?
It was. They didn't say there was cocaine involved, but I'm talking about the idea that he was about to drive the plane intoxicated. Okay.
I mean, he was going to drive it and fly it intoxicated.
Same thing to me. You flying and driving.
I mean, it's both. I mean, you got to drive it up through the runway before you fly it. You do have to drive the plane. Yes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I came across this other thing. And you may have heard about it. And I think when it happened, I heard about it. But this pilot trying to pull something to stop the fuel from going to the plane. Did you hear about this?
No.
Okay. Joseph Emerson is a former Alaska Airlines pilot. He pleaded guilty after attempting to shut down the engines of a Horizon Air flight in October 2023 while riding off-duty in the cockpit jump seat. Emerson admitted to pulling the fire suspension handles, which could have cut off fuel to the engines, but the crew quickly reset the controls and safely restrained him, diverting the flight to Portland. The flight was carrying about 80 people from Everett, Washington to San Francisco. Emerson later told police he was under emotional distress due to a friend's passing, had taken psychedelic mushrooms 2 days prior, and had been awake for more than 40 hours. He claimed to believe that he was dreaming and attempted to wake up by pulling the handles designed to cut fuel to the engines. All right, it gets even crazier. Emerson pleaded guilty to a federal charge of interfering with the flight crew and entered a no contest plea in Oregon State Court to 83 counts of recklessly endangering another person, because there were 80 people plus the flight crew, and one count of endangering an aircraft, which I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that you could endanger an aircraft.
What? Truthfully, neither did I, but that's exactly what he did. You can endanger an aircraft, apparently. Wow. Okay.
It gets even crazier. He was sentenced in state court to 50 days in jail, credited as time served, 5 years of probation, approximately 664 hours of community service, and nearly $60,000 in restitution, mostly to Alaska Airlines. The federal sentencing, this is the reason why this is popping up. The federal sentencing is scheduled for November 2025. Prosecutors may seek up to 1 year in prison, but the charge carries a potential maximum of 20 years in prison and $250,000 fine. Probation conditions prohibit Emerson from approaching operable aircraft without approval and from drug and alcohol use. He openly expressed remorse for his actions, stated that he regretted the harm done to his profession and the flight crew. He has since founded a nonprofit organization focused on improving mental health access for pilots. Hold on. Some passengers felt the sentencing was too lenient, citing ongoing anxiety and trauma resulting from the incident. So that's what happened. And all I'm thinking was he wasn't flying the plane. He was an off-duty riding in the cockpit chair. But it was almost about to go to hell.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
First of all, why is whatever lever that he pulled near him? Like what?
Because he was in the cockpit.
My question is, why is the lever or the button or whatever that he tried to pull, the fire suppression handles, why are those near him in the jump seat? Like I get he's in the cockpit,
Mhm.
but shouldn't all the buttons and levers be in front of the pilot and co-pilot? He's in the jump seat by the door. Why is he near anything? And he thought he was dreaming. First of all, no, you didn't. First of all, you took mushrooms 2 days prior. Okay, that's number one. So they're gone. Get over it. They're gone. You did not think you were dreaming.
Well, he hadn't slept for 40 hours.
You didn't think you were dreaming because you know how much you have to go through to get, even as a pilot, to get from your car to the cockpit of a plane. Okay?
Yeah.
You got to go through a lot of stuff. He had to pack a bag that morning. He had to get up, get dressed, take a shower. You know what I'm saying? He had to call the Uber. There was a long process to get from your bed to that damn cockpit, and plenty of time to realize you were not asleep. I don't know any dream that damn detailed down to the 2 minutes it takes me to brush my damn teeth. You can't, come on now.
All right. I'm not defending him, but this is what I will say. There was the last time I was up there at your place. I was there for like a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
I typically don't, but you got me something that helps, like you put under your pillow to stop having sleep paralysis.
Yes.
So I don't get it here when I'm at home, but I was at your place. I ain't have my little stone. I got some sleep paralysis. Do you know that I woke myself up out of either sleep paralysis or a bad dream, punching the air? And I know that I was punching the air because the sheets and everything came off the bed. And so I was like, what the hell? What the hell? The sheets and everything. Yeah. And I think I pulled my shoulder, okay, because I was punching so hard. So this is possible. My problem is
no, it's not. Because the fact of the matter is, you woke up punching the air, the sheets were all because you were still in the bed. Bruce, he had to go from being asleep to the cockpit of a plane. So there is just, that's not like 5 minutes.
No,
there's a whole
it is, but he fell back asleep. But I guess look, no, my thing is, how the hell he only get a couple of months and then that turned into time served? And yes, if I'm one of those, they said it was time served. I guess he was in prison during the court case, and they said it was time served. And so I'm just like,
50 days is not enough. 60,000 is not enough. He's gonna gonna get some civil lawsuits because there's absolutely them, Alaska Airlines, everybody's probably they in from lawsuits because he endangered 83 people, 84 including himself, but I feel like he didn't give a damn about himself at that point. But like,
what about his nonprofit?
No. Yes, I think, we should definitely have, mental health benefits and things for people. Okay. But this is clearly a ploy to look like a good guy. Like, come on. Like, improving mental health access for pilots. Yeah, they have an incredibly stressful job. I can't imagine the stress of having all of those lives like under your care. Like, I can't imagine the stress of that. So I definitely think it's a good idea. I don't think he was the one to start it. Because according to him, it doesn't seem like the mental health aspect, his mental health issues had anything to do with him being a pilot. He was upset that a friend passed. He had taken mushrooms and just hadn't gone to sleep. That didn't say nothing about.
I mean, it's still your mental health affects your job. I mean, we all have those situations where outside forces are affecting us, and we bring it to work, whether we want to or not. We bring it to work.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like it just feels disingenuous a little bit for him to set up this nonprofit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could
I
all
think,
be. He is.
especially ahead of his federal sentencing.
That's what I'm saying. He could be hedging his bets because he was like, "Hey,
Mhm.
the state of Oregon kind of took it easy on me," but
Right.
them federal charges, I don't know. He could get 20 years. He's not, and I don't think he
No,
should.
all he has to do is go on Truth Social and
No, don't do that.
do some posts praising Trump, and he'll whatever federal sentencing, he could probably have that.
Oh, it's that easy.
Yeah, it's really that easy. You
Mm.
just go on there, you flatter Trump. Hopefully he sees it. If he reposts it, then chances are you could appeal to him. Remember that time I complimented you that time on Truth Social?
I don't know how this turned into something political as we was talking about.
I mean, this is the world we live in.
Okay, all right. This took a left turn, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Nah, wrapping it up. Yeah, that's the world. That's the world.
What the world is, I'm typically not afraid to fly, but it's a couple of these stories that's popping up. Ever since the pandemic happened, I knew passengers was wilding out on planes, but now pilots? Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, they're human beings too. They're human beings. They got their own.
Well, shouldn't we have robots flying the plane by now?
No.
I mean, basically, it's almost like that.
They have a lot of technical instrumentation and things that assist them, but you need we're not there yet, y'all. First of all, we actually don't have artificial intelligence. I really hate that we call it that, but we're not there yet, y'all. We still need the expertise of human beings to pilot planes.
All right, guys, what do you think? Do you think his little cynicism was enough, or should he get more time? Leave your comments in the comments section, and we gonna holler at you.
Join the conversation and follow the Unsolicited Perspectives podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio podcasts.